Families are tonight living in temporary accommodation after being told that remaining in their homes would put their lives at risk. Residents of Ystalyfera in the Swansea Valley were handed letters from Talbot Council telling them to leave over fears of a landslide. It says the situation is a Category 1 hazard, which poses an imminent risk. Our Swansea correspondent Dean Thomas Welch reports.
Locals call this the moving mountain, and in recent months it's been shifting a lot.
The landslide actually took all the trees away, which is why there are no trees in the middle of here, right down to the bottom of the path. So it was a big landslide, yeah.
Paul Harris was one of the residents to receive a letter from his local council requesting he moved out, although he's not budging.
2 days ago I received a letter off the council to let me know that I have to move out of the house immediately because my life was at risk. I'd been offered temporary accommodation in the B&B in Swansea apparently, but that would mean that my dogs would have to go into kennels, and I'm not prepared to do that.
A few doors up from Paul on Cafunnock Road, Morgan Bendel is packing her car. She lives in her mother's house, but has now been left homeless.
We don't know if we're going to have a home. We don't know when we're going to be able to come back, if at all. We don't know where we're going to stay. We don't have a place to anchor ourselves at the moment, which is very upsetting and unsettling.
Well, you can see behind me just how close these houses are to falling into the hillside. There was a major landslip here in 2012. This year there have been 2 further landslips, and it's feared just one more could spell the end for these houses. The Junction Cafe sits in the shadow of the affected hillside. Owner Mandy James saw the last landslide happen from her cafe window.
You could see it coming down. It's like a blue sheet, and you could see it sliding down. And it was amazing. It was just, oh my God, shocked.
Other residents living on this small Swansea Valley street have been left concerned. Jane Redford and her husband are about to put their home on the market, but feel this latest landslide could scupper their dream move.
It comes down here and it's eroding underneath the tree.
They also suffer from landslides onto their property.
We found out this morning on Facebook about the people being asked to leave the houses because of the landslide, and now we're worried that our house is going to be worthless.
Talbot Council said the decision to ask people to leave their homes at short notice was not taken lightly. They believe the risk of further landslides and potential harm to residents is high. The Council Advice Centre and hotline has been set up to support residents whose homes tonight face a very uncertain future. Dean Thomas Welch, ITV News, Ystalyfera.